Hello, I'm the Resolute Cartographer, and this is the 162nd video of my Fallout 76 Surveyal series, and here we are at Big B's rest stop. Taking a look at the map, we are right here on Highway 65 to the north of Camp Venture and to the south of Harper's Ferry. So this is a location where it's obviously a rest stop, like it's implied by the name. There's a Super Duper Mart and a Red Rocket gas station. We're going to take a look around this place, but so you know the enemies you can find here, floaters, and you can actually still see their corpses right over there. In terms of the collectible nodes around here, there are wood piles and mutated ferns. But with that said, why don't we take a look around and see what this site was like. So, there are 3 dead soldiers here and 2 guns. Now, I'm not entirely sure what was going on here, why they're out here alone. There's no vehicle here for them or anything like that. I'm not sure, again, what this is. Anyway, let's keep going along here. And right over here we find a car by the gas station, and this guy was driving drunk, or at the very least was attempting to, because a lot of bottles of booze lying around this. Alright, we can check out the interior of this place. We've got some junk lying around. There's the typical stash box that you find within all the Red Rocket gas stations. More junk there. Got somebody here. Just some more junk, a little bit of food. And weirdly enough, it appears that the proprietor of this location was sitting on his stool and died, just sitting here. I don't know why. Doesn't really make any sense to me. There's no clear sign that he committed suicide or was killed. Again, I don't know how to explain this. It's one of those things where you find skeletons lying around and, like, maybe it's trying to imply this is what the world was like before the bombs, but there's no detonation sites anywhere near here. So maybe he was killed by fallout, but even so, why would he just sit on his stool until he died? Anyway, more junk here on the back wall. Along with that, there's a weapon there, the tire iron. So let's leave this place behind and go to the exterior back here. Got a armor workbench there and a power armor workbench. And actually, that's the first time I've seen that. You've got a power armor mod right there. Now, along with that, you can potentially find a power armor chassis right here. Okay, come around, you got more containers that can potentially have junk in them. And that pretty much does it for the Red Rocket. So let's go ahead and check out the Super Duper Mart next door. Alright. So you get the little glowing areas where the floaters come out of the ground. A couple of cars. There's a few more cars up the highway as well. Now if we take a look inside, well, actually let's do the exterior first because we're going to end up on the roof. Cooking station here. Not sure exactly how this is supposed to work without a fire here, but it is what it is. You can also find this electrical box out here. Another smaller one next to it. And there are the wood piles I was talking about. Now, let's head into the actual structure itself. Here we go. Not too much to see at the moment, but you can potentially find a plan right here for an armor mod. Okay. Now if we take a look around, a little bit of food, some more junk, you can check out behind the counter, and you can find a recipe right here. Now along with that, there's a little bit more junk on the counter and behind the counter. This is always an industrial size shortening, at least that's what I've always found, so it's a good source of oil right there. It's also a safe right here. Now we can come back around here, a little bit more food, a little bit more junk. And then we got another container for some more junk. But right over here on this shelf, you can potentially find an armor mod. Okay. Now, if we come back around here, we got a little bench for people to sit and eat at. A little area where they could have potentially bought their food. And we can now head upstairs. Now, this floor is completely collapsed, but there is some stuff on the roof. You also have a corpse that I assume fell in through the roof, or from the roof. Now we can go around the outer edge here. Actually, probably the easier way to do this, assuming you don't have the ability to jump over the sign like I do, is just to find your way along this this outer edge here, and then climb over these vents here on the roof, or the ducts. I mean, now you got a little bit of ammunition right there, but we can come around over here. There's a bed with a combat sniper rifle. That's always that, and at least the times that I've found it, it's always been that. And there's a beer bottle there, a little bit more ammunition, and you can potentially find a bobblehead over here. Alright, well that pretty much covers this location. There's not too much to see here. Nothing lore-wise, at least as far as I could tell. So why don't I go ahead and give you the full list of all the junk and loot you can find here? Well, that'll do it for the Big B's Rest Stop. This has been the Resolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.